There are a number of internal parasites that affect our equine companions, a group of which are the strongyles, consisting of the small and large variety. Today, we will learn about the small strongyle. The small strongyle is a tiny parasitic worm that exists in the horse's large intestine and affects their absorption of nutrients. There are, in short, 6 steps to the small strongyle life cycle. The first 3 steps of the small strongyle life cycle occur while on pasture. The eggs of the small strongyle are passed from the horse in their feces. In step 2, the eggs hatch while still in the feces that are now on pasture and grow through the life stages of L1, L2, and L3. The maturation speed of the small strongyle is directly proportional to the temperature outside. Warmer weather can allow maturation time from L1 to L3 in as little as 3 days. In step 3, the L3 life stage is the infective stage. This is when the worm exits the feces and moves to exist in the grass of the pasture, on dewdrops or other points of moisture. They can survive in the harsher conditions of the grasslands now for extended periods of time due to a protective membrane they form over themselves as they mature into the L3 life stage. The next and last 3 steps of the small strongyle life cycle occur while in the horse. During step 4, the L3 life stage worm is still immature, but during this stage, the worm becomes ingested by the horse as they eat the grass that the small strongyle is living in. While inside of the horse, the worm burrows into the mucosa lining of the cecum and colon, and they become encysted. Being encysted means that the larvae form a hard outer capsule to protect themselves while they're growing from the L3 to the L4 life cycle stage. Up to 90%, while encysted, become inhibited in this L3 stage to compensate for overcrowding in the intestines and ensure adequate resources for the group of small strongyle already existing there. The encysted small strongyle can remain in the intestinal wall while encysted from 4 months to 2 years. Step 5. The worms mature from the L3 to the L4 life stage. The L4 life stage, worms move to the lumen from the mucosa. The encysted worms also exist to mature and move to the lumen as resources free up. Step 6, or the last step, the L4 worms mature into L5 stage and are now considered adult worms in the cecum and colon. They now reproduce and produce eggs, which are excreted in the feces of the horse. Horses can pass up to 100 million small strongyle eggs per day, thereby starting the cycle again.
Okay, as soon as you leave the camera, do you want to be?